How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We are checking out the EZA Agl Ginyu. We got him Max Link's Rainbow status, and we'll be checking him and his buddies out, Raccoon Goldo and Jason Birder, in this video. So this guy, kind of happy we finally got him Rainbow status, because for the longest time he was 55%. For those of you who do not know, we got majorly shafted on his initial banner, not pulling a single copy, nor pulling Jason Birder. We didn't get our first copy of this guy till Tech Pan's banner came out, in which we bought him with coins, but still didn't have Jason Birder. So I never truly got to run this guy during his heyday during the 7th anniversary. So really excited to actually be able to use him here. So let's take a look at what he's doing here. He's got attack defense 200%. He has an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. He has damage reduction rate 20%, Ginyu Force allies key 1, attack and defense 60%, and chance for a critical hit 20%. When attacking with 12 or more key, he gets attack defense 150%, and gets attack and defense 20% per Ginyu Force ally on the team, up to 100%. When there's another Ginyu Force ally on the team, he also gets effective against all types and an additional 50% chance of launching a super attack. And he has a chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction rate 30% for his first turn, or when HP is 70% or more at the start of turn. Now, he is infinitely stacking defense here, so we are going to try to take advantage of that. Now, we are not able to get his full 100% buff, because he does need he does need 5 Ginyu Force ally, or 4 Ginyu Force allies, which, right, we're only able to provide 3. If we can get one more, he would have the full set. But this is, you know, what we've got here. Or sorry, 5 Ginyu Force allies is what we need. So let's go ahead. We're gonna put him. So we've got 500k start of turn defense. We have that damage reduction. So let's see if we can tank Vegeta's super here. I'm on turn 1. Vegeta's super isn't crazy powerful, but you know, there's enough here. All right, there goes the, so here goes the super, and how much do we take it for? Turn 1. So with that damage reduction, okay, that's honestly not that bad. We do lose some attack there, but that's pretty good for his first turn. Yeah, so we went with the Vegeta fight here just because it does give us some extra, you know, it gives us time to stack. I hope we'll get to a point where we can actually fall below the HP threshold. We do need to get him below 20% in order to get, or not 20%, we need to lose at least 30% HP in order to transform him into Goku Ginyu, which may or may not be difficult depending on how deep into the fight we are. So we'll see here. So Jason Birder here need to have Ginyu on rotation. And when they have Ginyu on rotation, not only do they have 80% chance to dodge, they also have 90% chance to dodge if it is super, which is not really a problem here. They also get build per super attack that they perform. So a turn like this gets them a little bit of build. They only need I think 5 super attacks to be fully built up. Let's double check here as soon as the turn is over. Alright, so let's take a look here. Not you. Yeah, so they need a build up. Yeah, so they need 4 super attacks to be built up, right? Up to 200%. But their nice thing is they are giving 40% support and 30% support for 2 turns when Ginyu is on the rotation. So it's really, really useful there. All right, so let's grab that with Tau. All right, we'll grab that. And then let's take that. Perfect. So Raccoon and Goldo will probably ship them to slot 1, I'm thinking. So that super started at 1.1 million, but every turn this super is getting stronger, and he gets stronger with every attack received. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, Hopefully blue doesn't fail us here. We've been having issues with him just consistently. Like, I have missed more 80% chances to dodge with him than we've actually dodged, and which is crazy to think. Right? You would think we would be seeing, with 80%, we'd be seeing dodge more than we don't, but nope. The game has decided that he is not allowed to dodge. Alright, there we go. There we go, 80%. Alright, and now Raccoon and Goldo, well, they're going to get sent off. Like I said, we will ship them into slot 1 when they're ready. Or maybe once we get Goku Ginyu out, we'll ship them. Alright, so now with Glorio on rotation and the support from them, we actually have him at 1 million. So we could put him in slot 1 here, and they would dodge the super with 90%. Well, I don't know, maybe. Or we could just throw Ginyu in slot 1. So I think we'll just keep doing that. I don't really want to risk putting those guys in slot 1, especially since they're not fully built up yet. Because I'm not worried about the super. I'm worried about them, you know, snagging a normal. So let's just do this. This is still good. And then, of course, right, we're going to get an extra 50% from Glorio here. There we go. All right, so we do double digits tank the normals, which should be expected. And we should be tanking the super. Yep, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do here, if we can, is avoid picking up same type keys here so we don't heal. Because we do need to get to a point where... there we go. We do need to get to a point where we can transform the Ginyu. I'm not sure what that point is, but it will be a minute. And the longer this goes on, the harder it's going to be to get hit and not die, basically. Right? Because, like, for example, right, at a certain, like, I think at this point, if blue gets hit at all, we lose. But obviously, the longer this goes on, Ginyu is not going to be able to be touched. Tao can't get touched by the super here. So it's pretty much like... Actually, I don't even know how we do it, honestly. There we go. We get an additional super. Alright, so Glorio's nice here because of the defense lowering. Perfect. Alright, so let's take... Oh, are we really playing this game with Tao? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Alright, so 2 key spheres here. Right. Tao should... I mean, we might take a little damage here, but Tao should tank this decently enough. Yep, double digits. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so we might run into some issues here. Getting below the HP threshold. Oh, and we're running out of battery. That's not good. Mostly because I've been at this for like 2 hours because... You know, we keep getting to a point where, like, blue will fail a dodge or Jason Birder will fail a dodge and we lose. Okay. Hopefully we don't miss any dodges here. Or if we do, it's at least 1 and we live. And then maybe we can stack for, like, 1 more turn with Ginyu. There we go. We get dodge, dodge... I also gave him like 15 dodge too, so it's like, come on, man. Perfect. Alrighty. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we're going to start putting these guys in slot 1. So they can get built up. And then we're going to send off the Jason Birder here. All right, so we're 1.4 mil. And one thing I didn't talk about the nice thing about having the Ginyu Force allies on with him is we actually get an additional 5% damage reduction by having loyalty. And so that's really helpful for Ginyu to maintain that extra bit of damage reduction, because since he is stacking kind of slow. So let's see. How much did the... will they still take a... If that was the first super, they might have still taken a bit, but I don't know now. No, double digit. Are we gonna be able to take damage? I don't know. 'Cause his normals are only 300k, which means I think even with his full 300% buildup, I don't know. Can Raccoon and Goldo, if they miss, would they still take damage on the normals here? From 300k to 300%, that would still only put him at 900k normals. Yeah. Huh. Alright. Well, I definitely think after this turn, we would be in a good enough position to transform Ginyu. It's just a matter of whether or not we can. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good on taking down his health, honestly. This is much faster than some other teams I've done this event with. Okay, so again, these guys have 80% chance to dodge right now. And they are succeeding. That is nice. Alright, so as we mentioned before, we have to try our hardest here to avoid same type orbs. There we go. Alright, so you know what? Actually, if that first attack had been the super, actually, I don't think so. I think even with that, we probably wouldn't have taken damage. Jeez. We can't seem to take damage. We might be in trouble here. Unless blue can take, like, a singular normal. Maybe. And not die, right? If he could just take, like, one normal and not die. Like, is that asking too... That might be asking too much. He might explode if he doesn't dodge at this point. Oh, yes. 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 Okay, so we can transform Goku Ginyu now. There we go. And then we can just start laying into him here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so he did live the normals. Perfect. Alrighty, so let's actually do this. Let's turn on the animations just for his, since this is his showcase.
That body of yours is pretty strong. Yes, and I think I'll take it. Change! We've made a trade. Your body is mine now.
Alrighty, excellent. Okay, so now we can go ahead and turn that back off. Okay, so obviously now we permanently have this, not that we don't know where Vegeta's super is, but we permanently have that scouter. So let's take a look here at his, now that we've shifted him. So super attack effect, we are now greatly stacking attack, but we recover 59% HP. We get key 1, attack defense 250%. Now we lose the support, but we gain a 70% chance of doing an additional super attack. We have effective against all types and 50% damage reduction. We also get the multiplicative attack defense 150% when receiving an attack, along with a 50% chance to dodge. When attacking, he gets 150% attack and an additional 50% chance to crit, with another 70% chance of launching an additional super attack. So we're going to stick him in slot 1 here. We will either dodge or we will tank the super, just so you guys can kind of see that here. And let's take that. And then... perfect. Alright, so we do tank the normals. We dodge the super. Very nice. So 19 million. Not a whole lot, but remember, he is stacking attack, right? So he's got to build up. And we do have two 70% chances, which we missed the first one. We do miss the second one. Okay, so this is the game we're playing tonight. Okay, at least we get one additional, and that's the hidden potential, which is a significantly less chance of doing an additional super. But okay, I guess this is the game we're playing. Now, we do have effective against all types here, so I guess that's good. Alright. Excellent. Okay. There we go. All right, getting that defense lower with Tau and double super too. All right, that's going to help us finish a lot quicker. Very nice. Alrighty, so let's do that number. Grab that. And alrighty, sweet. Alright, so we know Tao will tank this. He's been doing nothing but the whole time. It's a shame he's got to get attack lowered, but is what it is. Kind of wish we could get some better orbs. So I think next turn we will pop the active skills. I think that's what we should do here. Okay, blue, don't fail us, please. There we go. Alright, we get an additional super. Ooh, that was close. That was really close. Okay. Alright, and they have 70% chance to dodge, but I think even them can survive the normals right now. Okay, and he definitely messed things up here. Alright, let's pop Glorio's active here. Alright, and I think we can pop these guys here. They should survive the super here. There we go. And then next turn we will pop the two Tao's actives, and that should be it. Dang, I was kind of hoping it was the super we canceled, but that's okay. I want them to get the hit first so they can get the double defense lower. They're not doing that much attack anyways, so, you know, this is kind of good. Very nice. Double defense. Okay, why are additional supers, my friends? Yeah, they have guaranteed guard and damage reduction with Ginyu on, so this actually really works. All right, 22 million. Yeah, so getting those attack stacks in, like, last turn, only getting one attack really messed us up, really slowed us down. But you can see, like, him having separate attack and defense stacks really, really tough for him, honestly. He should have, like Kefla, I think he should have done both in base. And then, yeah, I think it would have been fine just having... There we go. I think he probably would have been fine just having the attack stacking in the Goku Ginyu form, but he should have done attack and defense with the... He should have done attack and defense here in his base form, because you can see how far behind he is, and we're turn 9 here. Like, I could see him doing really good attack stacking in Festival of Battles once you get him to, like, 5 million defense. But, I mean, being able to take the damage necessary in order to transform him, that's going to be the tough part. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so we have the Glorio support coming over, so we may as well just pop the Tau active here. Crit would have been nice. Alright. Come on, there's 5 sitting right there. Why could we not take them? Alright, let's grab that. Alrighty. Excellent. Alright, and then we're going to get the Dokkan attack with the Tau. Okay, and there's the super attack. Unfortunately, yeah, attack lowering. Would have been nice to dodge it, but alright, is what it is.
Time to get serious.
Alright, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Alright. Alright, you want to give us an additional super, actually, Tau? That would be great. There we go. 88 million! I love it! Oh. We just need blue to not fail those dodges. And what would be... I mean, honestly, it would be kind of cool, actually. No, I'm pretty sure he's going to kill, but it would be kind of cool. Yeah, he's fully built up, so I'm pretty sure we die if blue gets touched. But it would kind of be cool if our Tau doesn't... He probably... Yeah, see, there goes blue. All right, well, we saw what we needed to see out of Ginyu. Unfortunately, blue is failing us tremendously here. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but, you know, honestly, Ginyu Force is looking really good here. I could see the use for them. They're definitely going to be a lot better, I think, in something like the Red Zone Jirens. I think they'll do really well there. Festival of Battles is kind of iffy for them because, again, this transformation condition, I don't know how you're going to make that happen, force that to happen, because, I mean, when you get to the point where you can actually take damage from the bosses, it's like the damage is either killing you or you're taking double digits. Like, there's no in between. So I would be curious to see how you can manage to proc this, right? Maybe we have something in, right? Maybe part 2 is like a Goku Ginyu that deals damage to yourself or something, right? Like a character like Kaioken Goku, for example, would actually be really good for this. Someone who deals damage to yourself to get you below that to ensure that it happens. But maybe we get something like that for part 2, whether it's a Goku Ginyu who loses HP or something. I don't know. But, I mean, with this how it is, I mean, he's going to do really good in Red Zone Jiren, the Blue Goku fight, even Vegeta, right? Like, we did great here against the Vegeta fight. The only problem was blue sucked. kept missing his 80% chance to dodge, but everybody else did fine. The other Ginyu Force members, right? These guys were able to tank the normals all the way through with an 80 to 90% chance to dodge. These guys with their guard and their damage reduction are basically indestructible once fully built up, especially when they're next to Ginyu, having a total of 60% chance to guard, so or 60% additional damage reduction and a guaranteed guard. So honestly, they killed it. They just, I mean, the team just needs like one more Ginyu Force member, maybe super easy aim, one of, you know, the Fizz or Tech LR might be the way to go. We'll see how they manage that, but guys, that is it for the video. That is the AGL Ginyu and his Ginyu Force member showcase. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what are your thoughts on EZA Ginyu and his members. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.